Yeah.
What's up, Sofa Talk Gang?
Gang, 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 gang.
We in the building. We are waiting for you guys to come on in and join us tonight for a hot topic. Um, we pray that you guys are having a great Thursday. We back in this thing again.
Don't hit that subscribe button.
As you come in, make sure that you subscribe, like, and comment. Interact with us today. Let's just not sit and watch, but let's go back and forth with the content that we are going to discuss today, because I think that we have a very hot topic. We're going to discuss something today that I think is very relevant and is very necessary in the time that we're living in, because so many people are dealing with blended families. I mean, 9 times out of 10, when you get with someone nowadays, I mean, it's very rare to find a woman without children, and it is extremely rare to find a man without children. If you do,
Right.
it is very relevant and it's very necessary. Hit a gold mine if you have got into a no families that are that are going to have to blend together. So the topic tonight is blended families part two.
Part two.
We did a part one in our first segment
season.
of Sofa Talk, and it was a hit. Everybody enjoyed it, and everybody was like, "Y'all need to do that one again." So we're gonna do part two, because we didn't really get into the details of what blended family entails. Like, we feel, because we can talk about it. Trust me, we.
What you got?
Is the TV on upstairs? That's off over there.
No, that's on.
I have to remember to do all this crap.
It was on last time.
No, I turned it off. I remember it was buffering last time like that, and I turned it off.
Oh,
Um,
like, It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Steady, it's all good.
You started over or you left it?
Hmm?
You left it on?
Yeah, it's still on.
Okay.
See?
Yeah. All right.
It
So,
ain't never cut off. Okay. It's been rolling, 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 rolling.
all right. So, we had the numbers was climbing. Then all of a sudden, this thing is stuck.
It's all good.
Yeah. All right. Let's try this again.
You get so frustrated and discombobulated
I don't
sometimes.
like that. I don't like that at all.
Oh, good. You could be okay. What you got?
All right. So, we can't play the games we were going to play because no one's in here yet. So, we'll just move on. Let's just start talking about the topic. Just go ahead.
Good.
You made this topic. And so you open up with what you want to talk about first.
Well, the topic we already talked about, blended family.
Hmm.
So, what? How is it that being in the blended family? Give us some of your and lows of being a part of a blended family. Simple.
um, I think in the beginning when we first got married, it wasn't so much the fact that there were even highs and lows. I think it was just because as a mother, you come into a new relationship with someone who already has children. The only issue would be with the mothers, not really having an issue with the children because by nature, that's what we do is take care of children, you know? So, a relationship where there were already children never bothered me. That part never even crossed my mind. The only thing that I did worry about was all of the kids coming together and getting along as a family. But I never had an issue. They came in and I loved them the way I loved you. I think that that is very important when you are coming into a blended family dynamic you um, that you have to love your spouse in order to love those children.
Yeah, if there ain't no love for the spouse, it ain't gonna work.
No, you have to love your spouse. And a lot of times women come into relationships with men that already have children
Or
and
vice
feel
versa. I mean,
like,
they go both ways.
yeah. And the a lot of times women come into relationships with these false it's the reality kicks in after the marriage and after the honeymoon and all of that, and then reality kicks in and um it's like they were living in a fantasy. They had all these hopes and these dreams that were going to happen in this marriage, and then it didn't go the way that they planned. And then they have another child who takes away that attention, that affection that they could be getting. It goes to that child when that child is visiting, and that is a very wrong way to go about that or to deal with that. As a mother, you should have love and compassion and understanding because we have more than one child, and then you have to be able to express love to all. Like for me, I already had three children, so I knew how to express love to all three of them at the same time. I never had an issue showing everybody love, and so I think that that's important to be able to when that new family comes into your family, that you have to know how to balance that love and how to balance sharing one another and sharing the space for yourself and the new children. you know, because a
Hmm.
lot of people get into arguments behind the other children, or they, and then you cannot treat them different than you treat your own children. That's another thing. That is a no, no. I see a lot of women get married to men and then they mistreat the children. Well, that lets me know that you don't love that man or he don't love that woman. If your children can come into the house with you and your kids, and then you mistreat the children that live on the outside because they're not yours, that shame on you.
Hmm.
You know, shame on you because that's not the way that that goes. So for me, I wouldn't say that I had highs and lows. It was in the beginning trying to figure out, where or how the family dynamic will work. As far as because you had six, five boys, one girl. I had three boys. My boys being the oldest. I was just trying to kind of figure out if my children, being that I had just, 3 years prior coming out of a divorce that was ugly, that was messy, who had children as well, and they did not, they didn't really get along, but it was because it was girls, it was more girls than it was boys, and then the boys really didn't get along with my sons, so. Um, that was my only thing. I was only worried about them really getting along, liking one another, trying to build a bond and relationship with one another. I really wouldn't say that there were lows. That
And
was
that's, I
typical
mean,
for me.
that's the typical. I guess that would be from the mom's perspective. The
Mhm.
dads, we really don't care about none of that.
Yeah.
We don't care if they get along or not. This is what it is, and this is what it's gonna be. I mean, that's from the daddy perspective. They can get along or they can't get along. Once they get it to a certain age, they can go on their separate ways.
Yeah, but that's not how that goes though, because if we're supposed to be a
But we
family,
didn't we didn't we didn't have to deal with that. But
yeah, we didn't have to deal with that.
the mindset of the daddy coming in the house.
Yeah,
We can care less as long as we good. Everybody gonna be good. And if everybody ain't good, then you gotta deal with it.
yeah,
Simple as that. But that's the difference between the daddy and the mama. And see, I come from multiple blended families myself. I hate the word stepdaddy, but I had a stepdaddy after my father passed, and
hmm,
so I have an extended family as well. I have brothers and sisters and new aunties and new uncles, and so it was a different experience at first. But after we all, wasn't nobody going nowhere. You got to do what you got to do and get along.
hmm,
My little sister, we still chat, we still talk. Little brother, I end up being instead of the middle child, I end up being the second oldest out of all of them. So I mean, I was good. I mean, it's different levels. So
yeah,
it's all good. But one thing about blended families, you will have some indications in some cases where the spouse is on child support. And that could be difficult from a financial perspective because whoever's on the child support isn't able to all the time meet financial obligations evenly.
yeah.
And so we dealt with that, and it's been a roller coaster, right? It's been a roller coaster, but we get through it. We get through it. We get through it. We get through it. We get through it all. And
I have
so
to. I want to just chime in and say too about that. You have to be this. This is not. I would say being married to someone who has children takes a strong individual.
for
You
sure,
cannot come into a marriage where there are children already who, when that father or that mother has to meet obligations
yeah,
for those children, and not expect for the spouse to take care of the children. That has never been my thought because I've been a single mother. I've been the mother who received the child support. I've been the mother who was on financial, government assistance, and I needed the help. So I am the last person to say for the man not to or the woman not to pay child support if that is their obligation. What I do have an issue with though is, and I'm not even want to say they should be, if you're gonna pay child support they should do what you want them to do with the money, because nobody can tell me what to do with my money. I paid my bills and I made sure that baby had a roof over his head and everything that entailed. I did it to make sure those kids were taken care of. But one thing I do want to say is that you still have to be supportive. And that's what this goes back to me saying you have to be a very strong individual, because you still have to be supportive, because that half of that person's income is going back out of the door as quick as he can make it. It's going out the door. Then we
Or
have
she.
to, or
Some people
she, yeah,
there's some females on
yeah,
child support.
or she. And then as quick as she can make it, or quick as he can make it, it goes out the door, and then it leaves that family where the children are not 24/7. It leaves that family trying to fend for what they need done.
But
So
second that.
yeah, from what was taken out. So you're missing that chunk of income. That's where the other person comes into play and says, "Hey, I support you." When I married you, like, the first time I got married, I really didn't have um the whole concept of that part down. I didn't understand, because I was always the woman that was receiving the assistance. I mean, and I up until I got a divorce is when I started really receiving assistance for, the child support and all that. But before then, I wasn't. But I never had to really deal with the whole somebody paying the child support. I could never understand that, and so I would get angry about it because I felt like it was taking away from what I needed and what my children needed. Well, this go round, I am more mature. I understand. I'm a mother. I have different obligations, and I know that it is very important for that man or that woman to provide for those children outside of that house. It is imperative that that happens. And then I'll just say, because we're speaking on our situation,
Right.
it is for me to make sure that, because he is bringing in his part, it's just unfortunate that it's going out for child support, but that's where I come in and I make the ends meet for home. That's where you come in as the help meet, sure that whatever is lacking is taken care of. So that's what I do. That's my job, and I want to make sure that we don't go lacking for anything. Now, I will say too that there are some situations where, the other parent is receiving, could be getting back pay. Now, is that fair or unfair? The children are gone. I don't know. You tell me how you feel about that. If it's fair or not that the parent still gets the child support and the children are gone and grown. I don't
You
know.
asking me?
No, I'm asking the viewers, what do they think about that? Not you. Not you.
No.
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 So, um, what is your take on the whole child support thing?
Man, look. Don't nobody have no problem taking care of what they brought in the world at all. I mean, if it is, that's what it is. That's what it is. But to a certain extent, like you say, after they get to a certain age, then I mean, if it was back
After
pay or
18.
whatever,
I mean, after
whatever,
18,
that ought to be in the wind.
Yeah.
It should be in the wind, but that ain't. I put it like this. I know some men that's well in their 60s and 70s. Take for instance, Pawpaw. Pawpaw wins the lottery by 60, 70 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody grown.
Mm-hmm. In their 40s and 50s.
So the state takes majority of the lotto winnings child back pay child.
Who got it? His wife is dead, ain't you?
Don't know. State got it.
Wow.
So hey,
This a dog world, y'all.
it is what it is.
It's a dog world.
The state living heavy.
Yeah.
Heavy,
That's
heavy.
why come we able to get these stimulus checks and stuff, because ain't no telling how
Ain't
many
no
folks
telling
money they be
how
having.
much money the states got just stocked up in back paid child support. They can give away the state that's why they can give away small business loans. They can give away. It is what it is. Yes, ma'am.
It's crazy. So
Yes, ma'am. So what we got?
our next topic um that falls up under the blended families is how to share love to multiple children.
How?
And I almost started talking about that. I almost started talking about that earlier.
Yeah, you
But
gotta spread it. You got to have some balance.
yeah.
Can't have favorites, especially when you got 9 kids. You can't. Favorites. Somebody gonna feel left out. Somebody is gonna feel insecure about something, and
Mm-hmm.
somebody have an attitude about something. So you can't have favorites. You cannot do no favorites, especially when you got multiple children. Somebody gonna get left out. Why he get the big piece of chicken? Why he get the last cookie? You know? Well, why he get the cover? Why he get to sleep on the top bunk? Why he get the box? It's gonna be something. When you got multiple children, so
Yeah.
it's
That's so true. And it's
so you gotta have.
unfortunate.
Well, if you whoop one, that's why everybody got to whoop, not just one person.
Mhm.
If one got in trouble, we all got in trouble. So it is what it is. You got to make sure you share the wealth and share the love. You know what you
That's
think about it?
true. I think that I was when I started talking earlier, I didn't even realize that was one of the things, but one of the bulletins. But I do know that just from by nature as a woman, we are nurturers
Yeah,
anyway. So it's not a task, so to speak, for us to love on all children. I can love on 20,
right.
if I had to. But I think that where things come into play, where things start getting kind of shaky in the relationship, is where like with us, I can use us better than anybody.
Yeah.
We had some that came around more than others.
Hmm.
So, of course, I catered to that person more than I catered to the rest of them because that person catered to me.
Hmm.
You understand? He made sure that I had something for my birthday. He made sure I had something on Mother's Day. He called and made sure that I was good. He gave me just because money sent to my bank just because. I always calling, Mama, you doing okay? I love you and all that. And then you have those that don't say anything until they see me, or so it's like it's not. I don't really want to say that you love the ones that love you because you love them all, but there are some people that are just gonna be relevant,
Right.
and then there's those that they're just gonna be there. They're just gonna be there, and so, and then with the oldest coming to live with us, that made all the difference in the world as well, because we didn't expect I didn't expect for him to come to stay with us.
Yeah.
We wasn't looking for him to come and live with us, but when he did, I mean, it's like he was the piece to the puzzle. He came in and it just gelled. The whole
Right.
family dynamic just gelled. He wasn't like an outsider, outcast. He went right in the room with the boys, and they gelled.
Right. But who knows if they did or not? I mean, they sleeping in the room.
Well, they did because they still have a
Yeah.
relationship now.
Right.
As
Ain't no telling how it
adults.
was at the beginning.
Yeah,
I
at the
mean, we
beginning
was
they
in our
probably
room doing what we do.
Yeah, at the beginning, I'm sure they probably it was uneasy. It was uncharted territory, so it was probably a task for everybody. Because I mean, but it was like for me, he filled the void for me. I never talked about this, but it's like he filled the void for me that I had because one of mine was gone.
Mm.
When he came, he went into the room with Chris, and it was like it filled a void for me, for something that for one that was missing.
Mm-hmm.
So, um,
Those of y'all coming in, we talking about blended families. We already talked about child support. We already talked about what else we talking about? Child
how
support,
to share
how to
love,
share love with multiple children. Uh,
the
we
highs and the
the highs and the
lows of
lows
blended families.
of blended families. So like to go back over it, like I said, the daddies we gonna go in there and we gonna make sure we got something to eat. We gonna cut the yard. We gonna do all that. We gonna do the man stuff. If you get along, you get along. You only got a couple years to live together for anyway, so we good. That's the man side. The woman side is gonna be nurturing. She gonna give love, and she gonna do this. But is on from my perspective, long as the two that's in the relationship is getting along, then that's my mindset. Everybody
I
follow
don't,
follow suit,
you know
and if they
what? And
don't
I
follow
think
suit,
that's,
then that's on them.
and I'm gonna tell you something that you just struck something in me that I never thought about. Nobody ever considered the children.
Mm-hmm.
When people get married and they already have a family and they bring their family into a new family, we never consider the children. But I'm gonna tell you something. Pastor Paul had us to consider the children
Right.
because we had to bring
We
all
had
of them with us to
we
counseling.
had to go to counseling. All of us went to counseling,
Mm-hmm.
whether they told the truth or not. But I
Mm-hmm.
mean, but we went to counseling, and in counseling, everybody was good. At
Yeah.
the wedding, everybody stood up and said, "Who gives this woman away?" And then
All
all of
the
them stood
boys
up and
stood up.
said,
We
"We do."
do.
So I mean, from that point on, and I was like, "Good." Then I wasn't expecting no issues. So
Mm-hmm.
we already settled that in the counseling, then at the wedding. So if anything else was uneasy after that, hey man, y'all don't want to lie at church then.
But you know what? I do want to say that the kids are not going to tell us everything anyway. And I feel like,
They want to see you happy. They want to see him happy.
yeah,
So they go along and get along.
yeah.
I get it.
But they have underlying issues. They do have there's some jealousy there. There's some underlying issues.
Mm.
They're trying to figure out
What they
what
fit in.
about this family made their daddy or their mom want to go and join this family when they already got them.
Yeah.
You understand? Like I can see that. I can see that whole I can see that happening. And the reason why I say that is because I think about when I was young and my parents got a divorce. I felt like I was mad at them, and I would think I was about 6 years old when I thought this to myself that how dare they get a divorce without asking me if it was okay.
Well, I got a question. I got an answer for that one.
But we're not going to talk about that today because
Why
we're going
not?
to talk about divorce on the next segment.
No, we ain't.
Yes.
Because I mean I can answer that. They don't want to keep living together unhealthy and mad at each other and not
True,
really
I
liking
know.
each other. So the whole house don't like each other now.
I get that, but I'm just saying from a child's perspective, that's what the children think.
Yeah,
They don't understand that it's unhealthy for the parents to stay together. They only know that I want my mama and I want my daddy.
yeah.
They don't get that part that this is not, they're not looking at this is not healthy. They're arguing every day. They're like, get it together, fix it.
Get it
That's how I was.
together.
I remember my daddy, 'cause my daddy was in the service. And I remember him coming and he was kissing me and kissing me and my sister and saying goodbye. And we were trying to figure out where's he going and what's going on.
We got 5 people. Ain't nobody said hello or nothing.
If y'all are just tuning in, just come on in and say hello so we'll know who's in the building with us.
Go Chris Bombs. You say sofa talk gang gang.
Well, you should.
It ain't came up on yours yet?
Oh, just did.
Lord.
We were just talking about you. Sofa
Yeah.
talk gang.
Yeah.
So,
So,
truth be told, who was it? Is that Brother Marcellus?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, how do y'all feel about setting boundaries with your in-laws?
You have to set boundaries.
Is that a blended family question?
Yeah,
How?
because when you
Oh, when you
once,
marry, they become your
hmm
family too. So that is blended family. Yeah,
yeah,
good question.
yeah, you have to set boundaries. I think that is very important. And you know what? You don't have to do it in an ugly way. It don't have to be disrespectful.
It's
But
just
I
when
think
it's
it is. I think, hey, baby, I think it is very important to set boundaries. And the reason why I say that is because most of the time when you do step into a blended family, you blended households, that parent, the in-law always want to try to, they're overbearing and they want to step in and tell you how to do this and how to do that, and I don't like this and I don't like that, and the at the end of the day, it don't have nothing to do with nobody but you, your spouse, and your children.
well, I would say this. On setting, but yeah, you got to set some boundaries. Because like you say, some could be overbearing.
Mhm.
They may be used to coming over your house and calling you at a certain hour, or so you got to set some boundaries. This is my time with my family. This we finna do this together. They may be used to you doing this, going to Thanksgiving or having Christmas somewhere else, but
Mhm.
you may decide to start a new tradition with
Mhm.
your own nucleus of your family, so your immediate family. So you have to set some boundaries, and they have to respect them.
That's right. Yeah. And then, you coming in, you may have a whole different outlook on life and what you expect out of a family, out of your
Yeah.
husband or your wife. And then for an in-law to come and try to intrude and put their thoughts and their feelings on you and tell you how to feel or what to do, that's a no-no. I
No,
believe that's a no-no,
no, 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 no,
because
no.
everybody has to be treated as an adult at some point in time. You have to be able to make your own decisions at some point in time. Overstepping boundaries. I think in every aspect of your life, you have to have boundaries. You
Yeah.
have to have in everything that you do, because if you don't, you'll lose control of everything around you.
Everything be chaotic.
Yeah, everything.
Question. All right. So, with that being said, let's have some fun. Ready to have some fun now? We got discussion out the way.
Yes.
Let's have some fun. The first thing we got is caption this. We want you to caption this. Caption. What is
Oh
he
my
saying?
God.
What he saying? Caption this. Caption. Put your caption in the comments. What he saying? What did he saying? What is he saying? Caption this.
Oh my
Caption.
goodness.
You don't like that?
Yeah, it's good.
What he saying? Caption it. Huh? What he saying? What he saying in the blended family room? Caption it.
What do you think he's
What do you think
saying?
he's saying in the blended
Or
family
what is
room?
he thinking?
What he thinking? What is he thinking in the blended family room? Lord, what is wrong with these people?
That's a good one.
Ooh,
What did he
ooh.
say,
What about
Lord?
what else? Come on with it. Chris laughing. Hey, what have I got myself into?
Yeah. Lord, have mercy.
Lord have mercy.
Give me strength.
I'm about to smack this dude. That's a good one. That's a good one. Y'all, do we need to see it again? Do we need to see it again? All right. All right. Let's go on to the next one. Caption this. What is this dude saying now? What is he saying? First lady, what he saying? I gotta be in there. That's a good one.
Yeah. But wait till you see the next
one. What is this dude saying right here? What is he saying? What is he saying? Captain this.
God, dog. Look, what you say? I know they lied. I know they lied. Now, why is this fool lying to me? You can see straight through it. This ain't look like somebody's face.
Oh my goodness.
This ain't look like somebody's face.
Look at him again. Oh my God. Oh man. Look.
Sister Patricia say if 1 plus 1 is 2 and 2 plus 2 is 4, then what is that?
And what is that?
Okay. That's a good one. That's a real good one. 1 plus 1 is 2.
Caption this.
That's a good one, Sister Patricia.
Oh man.
Oh man, that's good.
Oh my goodness. So which one is the better out of the two? Out of the two.
I like when Chris say look like somebody's thing. And Sister Patricia, if 1 plus 1 is 2.
That is good. That's good. That's good. So which one better out of the two?
We'll think about it.
Which one better?
Chris say that's that E40. Oh, yeah. That's that E40. Oh, funny.
Ooh, wee.
Y'all funny.
Yeah.
Y'all funny.
Yeah.
Hey,
You say that's that E40. Oh, funny. Man, that is funny, man.
It is.
Hey. All right. All right. So how many people brought subscribers today?
How many people bought subscribers?
Y'all gonna drop your cash app. Y'all know how we do it. Drop the cash app. Drop the cash app.
Mm-hmm.
Drop your cash app. Cause we got another game we're gonna play, and it's gonna involve your cash app. We're gonna need your cash app. For these next two things, you're gonna drop your cash app for the next two things. We got a new game called what is it called? Name the movie.
Name the movie from the movie line that we're going to play.
Name the movie.
Stop doing that.
Name the movie. Name the movie. First lady looking at me like this, y'all.
Drop your cash
Drop your cash app.
All right, Sister Patricia got hers.
First lady looking at me like that. Drop your cash app. All right, let me know when y'all ready.
Get some coins. Better drop that cash app.
Drop that cash app. Drop that cash app. Drop that cash app. Drop that. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it.
Drop that.
Drop that.
Drop that.
Drop it.
Drop that
Drop it. Drop it. Drop
it. Sister Patricia, the only one.
Drop that cash app.
Sister Patricia, the only one that dropped it.
Drop the cash app. Drop the cash app. Drop the cash app. Come on. Say it, drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it the cash out. Drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it the cash out. Drop it.
All right, Tristan dropped hers.
Oh, is that the pleasure principle?
No, it's the pleasure principle.
That's what I was doing, but I was doing it to the cash out.
Drop that cash out.
Drop that cash out.
You gotta do it fast.
Y'all don't remember that? No, it was slow. I gotta do it slow to the beat. Drop it.
All right, so
Drop it.
here we go. We was trying to wait for some more people to get in here. Hey, I just seen some new viewers coming in. Before we get started, we're about to play Name That Movie.
Name the
show
movie.
a movie line, and you have to name that movie.
Y'all
but you have to. It's to whoever come in first is who's gonna get. But you gotta drop your cash out because if you win, you got a cash prize coming in.
Y'all ready?
So, no, not yet. People haven't dropped their cash out.
Yeah, man.
It's you that sent him the letters. Okay, we don't need you to connect. We know it. No. We know it.
The movie line is so stupid, y'all. It's about to come on.
Oh man. Oh Lord have mercy.
Sister Benicia ain't praying. Sister Benicia, make sure that your guest. I'm gonna let y'all watch the movie first. Look back.
Oh man. Oh.
Look, Angela said Silence of the Lambs.
No.
Like the man said, no.
No. Oh man. Gone with the wind.
Who said gone with the wind? Wow, Sister Benicia.
Gone with the wind. What?
Play it one more time.
No, we gotta get some more. We gotta get somebody else.
Come on, y'all. Give us some more answers. That man says no.
Oh man. Silence of the Lamb. No. No. No.
She did. I can hear you saying that. I did.
One more time. Y'all ready?
One more time.
Oh man.
It's you that sent him the letters.
Here we go.
We don't need you to connect.
One more time for the movie line. Oh, that was Troy saying
That is too funny, man. That
we're gonna play it again
so too funny.
So y'all can get a look at the movie.
Chris, Lord,
Chris, you all know what it is.
Basic Instincts. Ready?
No. Now come on, Angela, you our age. You ought to know this movie.
No, Basic Instinct. It's not Basic Instinct.
Even if you played it for more times, I wouldn't know it. Oh Lord.
Oh my God, that is too funny.
Nope, not Basic Instinct. This is when they said Basic Instinct.
She said, "I'm not sure." 4. No. No. Troy, I got something for you. I got something for you.
One more time.
Look.
Oh Lord. So for y'all that just joined us, we just had named that caption this is what the segment was. Caption this. It was after our discussion.
That's for the ones that said gone with the wind.
And we had captioned this. So Chris said, I don't know what that is.
Oh man.
Chris, now wait, aren't you
Oh man. Don't tell me nobody gonna guess this one. Nobody getting the prize. Come on, think hard.
I don't know then.
Think hard. I give y'all a hint. Can I give him a hint?
No.
No?
No.
No.
Caption that. Caption that picture right now.
No. No.
Say, if 1 plus 1 is let me go back to that.
She say caption this when somebody cough around you in the store.
Okay. Now that's a good one.
Ooh, that was a good one. Oh man. Hey, one more time. One more time. Name
That's
that
a
movie.
good one. So one more time for name the movie. We're gonna play it one more time.
One more time. One more time. Whoever gets it, they get a win.
Say Unusual Suspects.
No.
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 That was so ugly the way that man said no.
No.
If nobody gets it today, we're gonna save it and bring it back next week.
He say, what he say, babe? He say, no. Oh man.
And the way he opened his eyes.
Unusual Suspect.
Oh, so Bridget, you say 7.
7?
Nah.
No.
Look how he opened his eyes when he said no. That's what got me. Look. Look, babe. The way he opened his eyes. That just took me out.
Oh man. I don't think nobody gonna get it. Nobody gonna get it.
Nope, we gonna save it for next week.
Nobody get it. Nobody get it.
We're gonna save it for next week.
Nobody get it. Nobody win the prize. Nobody win the prize. No. Nobody win the prize.
Keep on guessing.
Other words saying Scrooge. No.
No.
Mm-mm. I picked a good one, didn't I?
Last week, other words, I did a song. It was a church song, and the majority of the people that was on was church folks, so I thought they were gonna know it.
Yeah.
They didn't know it.
See, last week's prizes was a $40 gift card
to a restaurant that was for the song.
Abuelos for the song, and then it was how much we give away? $10.
I think it was
So we had $50 in prizes last week. Yeah. Nobody look like nobody gonna win today. That's cold blooded.
And we only had one prize today.
One prize.
So before we do sofa talk next week, we'll have B Sessions and 1 year anniversary.
1 year anniversary for B Sessions is February 1st, 7 p.m. on the B Sessions with Nita. We might do Facebook, YouTube.
Yeah. And you want to tune in because I have
she got prizes,
good stuff.
She got some good stuff to give away.
And I'm going to get some more stuff tomorrow.
So I guess we'll save the makeup thing and the photography thing for B Sessions.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, all right. I hope y'all enjoyed yourself. I laughed, boy. It's been funny.
I ain't gonna leave.
It's been funny. We talked about the serious stuff first, and then we cut up at the end. So if y'all came in late, y'all gotta go check the replay. Please come in, like, share, hit that subscribe button.
I'm also gonna be starting my my blog for the women.
Hit the subscribe button.
What is it gonna be on our
It's on our website.
On the website. So it'll be available. I'm only gonna do it once a week to start out. And then just to kind of have some dialect back and forth with the women there. And then also we want this to eventually get to the point where we can kind of talk back and forth. We had some great questions dealing with blended families on tonight. So we do thank you for your participation because I mean we can sit and talk to the camera all day, but it's nothing like having people to interact with you.
Right.
So we do appreciate you. Otherwise, you have a blessed night as well. Um,
Look at that.
Thank y'all for for tuning in tonight. Thank y'all for the laughs. Thank y'all for fun. I was so tired when we began, but I'm so glad that I hung in there and stayed here because I have laughed very good tonight and I have enjoyed myself.
So they
So
do somebody need to see it one more time so they can
no,
guess? No. No. All right.
we'll bring it back up next week and that'll be our prize for next
We
week.
had to have two movies next week.
Yeah. All right. Well, y'all have a blessed night. Thank you for tuning in. So for talking.
Yay! All right. Share, like, subscribe.
Have a blessed night. We love y'all.
We we out of here. We out of here.
This is so behind. My video is so behind.